Very good morning, everyone. Well, the hurricane is coming. It's supposed to be about 1:20 today. It's going to hit the shore here, but we have not been asked to evacuate, so probably rain and wind and everything will be fine. It's going to be more up north where it hits badly. So thank you for all your prayers. We just keep pushing it up to people who have evacuated and are prepared. You know, so we don't eat peanut butter. Last night, Doug went out and got jars of peanut butter and some bread so we won't starve if our electricity goes off. But, oops, where'd everybody go? I have my Archangel Michael here, as always. All right, so today is Message Day. Let's say hello to everyone, and then we'll create our protection to get going. So we'll say good morning to Chase and Christina and Carol, good morning. Marby. And Chase is asking, don't forget to hit the like button. We're attempting to get our channel more known here so more people will look at it. Julie Johnson, good morning. Very good. So I'm going to assume tomorrow I won't be here. So for Monday, I had a thought of what we could do for healing if you're all interested. You can give me a comment today if you're interested. Oh, good morning, Prime 3 and Anik. If you want to have your stones and crystals out and around you, we'll go over what might be good for you to have around you when you're working with your energy field. Okay? Yeah. Yep, we're doing great with the weather right now. They were just out trimming the palm trees, which they haven't done since the last hurricane, just so you all know. I thought it was kind of interesting. So now what damage comes, they'll probably wait another year to clear that out. But anyway, it's always beautiful and so peaceful. So it'll be interesting to experience it on chaos again. So I do this so you all get used to doing your tube of light and bringing the Buddha in. So let's do it all now together. All right. So, beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Beloved, I am presence bright. Round me seal your tube of light. From ascended master flame, called forth now in God's own name. Let it keep my temple free from all discord sent to me. I am calling forth the violet fire to blaze and transmute all desire, keeping on in freedom's name till I am one with the violet flame. Take a deep breath. Very good. And we're going to reach up to the great central sun, call on the Lord Gautama Buddha and his beautiful protecting blue flame. to come down and surround our channel, to surround each of us with a 4-inch level protection around our tube of light. And know that throughout however long we can hold that energy, there'll be nothing but love coming into you. Blessings. All right. And now we will begin. All right. Who is number one here? I have to go all the way back up. Chase. Okay, here I am. And let's call in Mother and Father deep within our hearts, and all the phylums of the angels and the ascended masters, and all the beautiful beings of light of the universe who walk their light and radiate that truth. And they're more than welcome to join us in the bringing their energy. All right, so now, Chase. Immediately, I see my hand. Take your hand, and we walk up the mountain. And I'm going to say that the mountain is Mount Shasta. And along our way, we see a mother bear and her cubs. And we know our protection is around us, and we are excited to see life and all the beautiful trees. And for all of you to know, as you drive up the mountain, there are levels of trees, of masters that welcome you into your mastery while you're there on your journey to Shasta. So we will invoke that here for all of you today. It's quite powerful. And like each curve you make, the whole level of the type of trees that exist shift, and they speak differently. But today it's the word of welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Which is welcoming you to the path of growth, of a greater centeredness, an awakening to the process of where you've been, who you are, and where you're going. So there's a place at about 7,000 feet on the mountain that it is 14,000 feet tall. We never go to the top. That we're going to go and sit for a moment. And I want you to just take a breath. For the air here is the energy of Mother and Father. And as you look out over the mountain we just came up, it is, and you're in awe. It's absolutely beautiful because right now, no one's been up on this mountain this high since it was closed probably in January or February. So we're here before they've even opened the mountain up to regular people. So perhaps you can acknowledge the crisp, clear breathing of the air, the innocence, the pure joy, and the essence of love, and how it has a different quality than what we know down upon the earth where we live. So we're bringing you here today, Chase, for you to begin to find peace at a deeper level, on a soul level deep within your heart. Yes, we acknowledge your growth, and yet there is a place where there still lies confusion. And if you allow yourself to come here up upon the mountain, people probably won't arrive here till the beginning of July, the middle of July. So you and all the rest have a time when you can go up and experience the absolute clearest energy that uh, can be found. This is heart energy, and it is just so clear. So I want you to take a breath, Chase, and open your heart. We're going to sit on, there are like picnic tables there. We're going to sit, we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to imagine the essence of heaven and allow the energy to just engulf ourselves and our heart and give us renewing, a new awakening. And truly, while we're so rooted from the energy of the mountain, a new level of safety, one that perhaps you haven't touched before. Yes, there's always more, you know. No matter where it is you believe you are, there is always yet another place, deeper, more expanded. Breathe. Feel your energy field beginning to relax. Yes. My husband used to have an old Indian. He would sometimes be there and they would sit and talk. And he was an Indian of the tribes that lived there, and he would tell him stories and pointed out one point on the mountain where there are like 5 points. And he says, don't ever walk up there. It is where God sits. It is the circle of the gods. Just profound things that there's not many other places you could go and have those kind of things happen. So I'm going to point out for all of you here, God truly exists in an essence beyond what you can touch here. It's the dogs are different. Everyone's different when you're on the mountain. It's a higher frequency. It's a clarity that you have not perhaps met before unless you've been there. And it is a deep awakening deep within your heart. There is another part of this upper part of the mountain that we would go to that had in the beginning, years ago, like 2007 and 8, a wall of scrolls and words. And there was a place where you could see Mother Mary herself was carved out. And it was sad as each year as we go back, more would have crumbled. So at this time right now, I can't say to you what physically may be left there, but I can describe it to you so you can allow it all to speak to you. It was powerful. It is powerful. For it is just the mountain. It isn't that it was done. It was how the mountain moved and experienced. In the year when Mother Mary was broken away, she was in like an inset. It was beautiful. Our hearts felt the brokenness of that around ourselves. And we had to all realize that what is never goes away. And let me say that again. What is once never goes away. For the breath can still be here with us, of a breath Jesus himself took and has been in the air quality for all these years. Who's to know? So for this moment, where all of you are, and Chase, this is for you. All is as it's always been. and breathe and allow this place to become alive for you. It might not be right away, but if you're up for the challenge, find your way here deep inside yourself and let the easy, breathless wind of as the angels fly and the intense, high frequency of the essence of God that lies here touch you, and you will find your way. It will become yet another guide. So, blessings to you, Chase, and to everyone else who makes that journey within themselves. If you have a question for me, Chase, you can ask. And perhaps the message that you truly request will come deep within your heart from the top of the mountain, for it is alive. All right, very good. Christina, hello to you. I hope you're feeling better than when I last spoke to you. And as I place my hand of Mother out to you in its purest white, know that it is white, and yet as you touch my hand, it does hold yours, for it is real. And for you, I journey to yet another place. There in your homeland, I do not know exactly. Excuse me one moment. But what I do hear is the energy of Daskalos. I don't know if you've heard of him there in your land, but he was a great healer. He had a place, a school, that perhaps even yet at that time wasn't known as a school, but he could heal a bone in 2 minutes. I know people who went there and met him. And his voice is calling to you. And perhaps there'll be people who were there with him. If you can find more about it, Daskalos. So you can believe. For a greater belief, this message is coming. To feel the energy like the one I just gave for Shasta, and now for here upon your land in Greece, one of the greatest healers ever to be known, who took the quality of the energy and allowed the cellular structure to have a shift in moments because of his clarity and belief and faith. So, never is there a place for any of you to deny, because the path you've chosen by being here is to believe and to have faith. So, Christina, I leave you and place your hand in another, one who is a teacher of faith, teacher of believing. And you may find your way or sit with and call the name of Daskalos to you. He is one of your experience of life and location. And I hope everyone's beginning to feel the calmness of this energy when it is the truth. I feel like I'm taking you all over cobblestones and barriers and fences to the truth, to believing, to allowing, to begin to become awake, more awakened, raising consciousness, understanding more than ever before. So many blessings and thank you to you, Christina. Atapashikana. All right. I want to go down to see if Chase had a question. I'll be right back up. Okay, she said this sounds exciting. Good morning, Elena. Sandy. Nope, we still have power. Cavell. All right, so let's go back up and see who's next. I have plenty of time today, so don't worry. All right. Marby. All right, I think we're ready. So Marby, as mother, I walk towards you with gentle walking, almost so that you cannot hear. It is not that I do not want you to know of my presence. I want your hearing and your awareness inside of you to become more awake so that you can begin to be aware when there's an angel around you or a fairy. You have a lot of fairies that come to you. Hopefully you will get to where you'll see a spark, whether it be white or pink or blue. That is an indicator that you have a fairy around you and they're wanting to fulfill a wish that you have or something that you require, they will bring to you. But there is this whole unique experience from the joy you hold that is around you, and that you understand that you're happy and that you make laughter, but yet you don't understand the God piece in that. I don't believe. It's the upliftment that you can achieve by knowing that you walk with it truly within your heart. So if I look within your heart for a moment, and let's just do it. Let's go deep into the soul. I find a lot of bindings. Binding is the word that's more than likely coming from the time where they began. And yet, if we remember how you are today, there is a freedom in your laughter and your joy. So what it is saying here, if we release these bindings and this pattern that is still existent, you will find a greater joy, a greater ease. And I know for all of you, it can be hard to imagine that could happen, but you believe when it does. For my own journey, it's been one after another, and I always think there can't be more. There always is. So I want to take my hand and release these bindings. This, how you tie yourself up, whether it's in problems or in thoughts or with other people. There's no need for that on some level. And perhaps today you'll become willing to perceive that truth. Yes, it's true. We learn through action, experience. Some call them mistakes. And yet we really learn through faith and believing. So this today is a place for you to begin to believe that you are the light and that joyful happiness you have is real and that you can possibly send it to every cell of who you are, just not the heart, just not in certain times, in certain places. It can be always, 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 always. And there'll be even more fairies that come and be around you. And they will bring forth greater angels that are going to be doers for that which you choose to do. So, I hope you understand this is an awakening to that which you are in a greater moreness in the heavenly world and can choose to come to know it more in these moments of quiet time within yourself. Many blessings to you, Marty. Very good. All right. Julie. As I reach out my hand to you, Julie, I see children, happy faces. And then I see sad faces. So I'm not sure if they're yours or if you work around children. Let me see if I ask if I will be shown. Well, I hear the word yours. You know, Julie, right? Is that where I'm at? Yes. Children are born coming in with their karma. And yet they also have the joy and the love. But there's going to be moments in their growth because parents are asked by God to be their guardian over these little beings. And there's an understanding that must be existent when there is sadness or happiness or conflict or confusion. So I'm being asked to guide you deep within your own heart. And when this situation arises, when you are around children, for you to ask, what is the highest and best choice for you to support, for you on how to be? I've seen many adults choose many different ways. There's those that yell, that threaten, and then there's those that embrace and understand. Each situation is always different. For the individual child, it will be different. But I'm wanting to bring you comfort that you're not alone. You have a beautiful angel that is for children with you. For it is understand this is part of who you are. So only thing needed here is for you to choose to go within your heart and ask, what is the best for me to do? How do I embrace and remind this child that they're lovable? For your task as all parents' task, is to let individual children know that they're loved, that mother and father love them, that there is no wrong. There are choices that sometimes bring us situations to learn from. So you can begin to see it's only in the way you describe things and how you choose in reaction versus reacting. Most humans do. So I hope you take this into contemplation, and what you will do as a extra, like a piece of cake, find peace within yourself. Blessings to you, Julie. All right. Very good. Thank you, Prime 3. We're doing great. The so-called weather hasn't come yet. Looks like it keeps moving up north. But I appreciate your thought. And Annie, I hope you're doing well over in Switzerland. All right, so here is your message request. All right, Hatapashana. So I'm going to put my hand of white out to you, Prime 3. And since today we are on Mount Shasta, we shall journey to the area where we're going to camp. And we're going to allow God to show us that which and how we receive all that we need to go camping. We're going to go where it's called Crystal Lake. It is said that in this lake in the wintertime, the whatever you wish to word to give them, the aliens, the extraterrestrials, come and bring their ships into this water. So it is a great healing when you go within this water. We've actually seen places where there is light language and illuminated light in the bottom of the water. So, first thing everyone does is get in the water and feel the comfort and the silica that's in the water to help your body become more in alignment to the higher frequency. And to know we're very safe. Across from us is the great land of Shambhala. It's a reincarnation of that which is long lost from a long time ago. And as we finish our swim and we create a small fire to warm ourselves, we are joined by 3 Lemurian ancients with long white hair and beards and white robes that have come across the water. And yes, I do remember I am with you, Prime 3. They would like to offer you a quickening. And so it is done here in this crystal lake. Many times we go into the water, and everyone who is a Kamara finds either to go through the water or on the water to get to the Shambhala. Today they're coming to us, perhaps because we are in an altered space and time. But when you do go within there, you stand upon I guess you would call it a stage, and light frequency pours into you, supporting and healing, allowing a new experience of you after you've been purified by the water to come and be existent. Yes, perhaps you feel warm, perhaps you feel chilled. Everybody is unique in how they experience whatever level is being brought to you at this moment. Know it is a deep love, a very deep love. Very, very good. Perhaps for the first time you can open your eyes and see pews after pews filled with ancient Lemurians showing up for your experience. And you are told to come back as often as you'd like. But right yet, this will be my invitation for you. What is a Kamara? Originally, Sanat Kumara came and stepped his foot upon Japan as he was called to help heal the earth. And he brought with him 144,000 light beings who were willing. So this is who makes up a Kamara, one who answered the call to come and to help heal the earth. And to come back into our birth and rebirth experience. Excellent. We shall, let me have your hand, and I will take you back to our campfire. Yes. Be at peace. Blessings to you, part 3. All right. Didn't know we were all going to Shasta today, did you? Me either. All right. Elena. All right. Oh, there's Barbara Ward. I will still have time. Oh my goodness. I guess I better. Maybe some of you don't have time. So, is that what you're saying to me, Julie, is you have grandchildren? Do you know what's true about grandchildren? You have the greatest effect in being like a divine mother to a grandchild because you can love them unconditionally, more so than a parent, many times. I got lost here. Okay. Then prime charade, now where are we at? Elena. Yes. Elena. So, as I take my hand of white and place it into yours, and we go down the hallway of many doors, where I take you and open up is one of, I can only describe them as boxes, and I want to say business to you. And the next word that I want to say to you is confusion. So my suggestion to you here is to sit for a moment and get a pad and a pencil and really write what it is that you want to achieve. And for that to happen, where do certain boxes go? Where do other boxes go? And they may be something different than box. Maybe they're clothes, or maybe they're shoes. I don't know. But you need to sort. You need to bring them into a collective where they can have power and draw people to create this business. So I'm just watching this happening. And if you don't have a business or hadn't thought of it, maybe this is the message for it. For it's definitely a lot of containers. And I see three divisions. So I guess it is you that must take that to see what that means. And I see a storefront. Yes. But for all, whatever this is, you must believe. I think that's more of our message today for everyone is believing. Many blessings to you. Oh, thought I lost. I had one left. All right. So Julie Johnson says, we did do Julie Johnson. Yes, that was about the children. Okay. Sandy. But you didn't. Did you want to have a message, Sandy? Let me check. I don't see that written. So, okay, good. On message day, you need to request a message so that you are willing. So, but I do appreciate you coming and checking in on us. Yes, thank you. Cavell. Yes, I don't think I had Cavell earlier, right? Nope. All right, you ready? So I'm going to reach out my hand. of white. And I'm going to take you down into a place that is called Hedge Creek. It's a winding path to go down. And then there is a waterfall that carries water of over 500 years old from the purity of the mountain. Now, it may be cold there, so I don't know if you'll want to get in the water, but usually what we do is everyone takes their turn and lets the waterfall purify their soul. For me, I'll take a moment here. I was there one day, and there was only maybe 4 or 5 of us, and I happened to fall where the waterfall is, and it was plummeting down on my back, and I couldn't get up. And as I'm trying to move my head, I could see my husband, but he was busy. And you have to understand the sound of the falls was so loud, no one could hear me. But eventually he came and he got stuck on top of me with the falls also hitting him. But we did eventually get out. And so it was a long time I was under that water, and for 8 hours I did nothing but laugh. And I totally changed. The spine, and where we hold a lot of all of our transformations and experiences, lifted. So I was shown that this was a key part to everyone who comes to the mountain. So for a moment, as we're not in the actual cold, well, I offered you to stand under the waterfall and to feel the peace and harmony. And so many of the ancient truths come down and reawaken within the channel. Yes, and this is powerful, but I can only say to you, it's so much more powerful when you're there. It's like the child inside comes out and she has to giggle. It's like a piece of that which has been layered around you in boundaries seems to dissolve. And perhaps now it's time for you to step out. And what we would find when we would take the picture of the person after standing in the falls is their aura was completely white. So, see how this all works for you, Carol. How long you can bring that truth along with you. For life will happen and choices will be made. And freedom is there every day. Blessings to you, Cavell. And take a breath and you'll be back in your space. Very good. So, Barbara Ward, last but not least, right? Is there anyone else I don't know? No? You're welcome, Marty. Perfect. Love. All right. So now, Barbara Ward, where am I going to take you? Well, she can't be. So take your hand and place it in my hand of light. And let's see where it takes us. Um, through the night. There's nothing to fear, for God is here. We walk and we listen, and then we hear the whistles of the angels and how they sing. One year they had us sing this song as we went up. They will not let me speak. And it transformed us as we sang. So Shasta is a mystical place, much like you. You see, when you get to Shasta, you become fifth dimensional. Things aren't a problem. You forget. If there were problems in them, you forget them. You're about being in the moment, as we're all told to live in the moment. It's interesting. I'm being shown to take you into town. I don't know if that's interesting to you or not. But we're going to go into Soul Connections, it's called. And it's like that metaphysical store you dream of. It has everything. It's not tiny, it's huge. It has clothes, it has pictures, it has statues and music and books and gems. And there's something I'm bringing you there for. Something you've been desiring. There are necklaces that are made and stones to be used to make necklaces. Or perhaps it's a necklace for you way in the back. Oh, I don't know if you wear necklaces, do you? I'm going to wait for you here where I am so you have time to go and see that which speaks to you. I'm not here for your shame. Yes, there are also cards here. It's where I've gotten some of my most powerful ones. And they have instruments and flutes and bowls. They have everything. So perhaps I can explain it to you this way. You have been given permission to pick one thing. And when you go within your own space, that is within the heart, it will be there for you. And God will take care of that. It won't be there in the physical world, but it will be there in your etheric self. So now take time and look for that which you can have. They have very unique pendulums. They have everything. Let it draw itself to you. So I hope you cherish that which you desire. The gentleman's name is Bruce, and I'm giving him instruction to understand. So you will take a etheric copy, and we're very grateful. So as you let go of my hand and return home, know that within the energy of your soul, what you bring with you stays with it. Many blessings. Excellent. Excellent, Julie. Hand pink waving. Many blessings. Oh, I don't know about all of you, but I am getting cold chills running up and down me. It's like we all really meant it. Perhaps we'll go again. We'll make that journey one more time, but the world has to calm down. Douglas and I think about it. We're like, we gotta wait till the planes get where they're supposed to be going and all those type of things before we all make plans. But maybe he'll want to go. For as you can tell, it's quite the journey, always. And Carol's here. She's been a lot. Are you still here, Carol? I know sometimes you leave early. Maybe. But quite the evolving place. So, I made it a whole hour. Do you believe that? Today, I don't have a session until 2, so benefits for all of you. I hope you all enjoy your messages and your healings that you got along the way. I do not want to plan for tomorrow because then we just have to, because it's supposed to be here at 1:19 this afternoon, and it will be the hurricane at like 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I can remember what the last one was like, and if we've lost electricity, uh, we'll just say I'll be back on Monday. Let's see here. Somebody wrote something. Barbara, yes, I wear necklaces. I will go into my meditation and seek to find out that which might be so, for the thing front and center in my mind is a crystal. Thank you so much for my shopping trip. And I can only say to you what I saw was the color turquoise. I don't know if it's meant to be a turquoise necklace or perhaps a crystal. They have all those things there. So I get the chills thinking about you and what you find that you'll have to share with us. All right. Blessings, everybody. Hope you have a good day. And I'll see you definitely next Monday. Love ya. Bye-bye.